Yeah, and Gina, as earlier we were telling you how we see so many tourists and visitors out here despite what happened. And so we ran into some friends here. It's Nikki, Haley, and Tina from New Zealand. And they were here yesterday when this happened. So they were going to give us a little bit about how they're feeling. But also, Nikki, you were saying a similar situation happened in New Zealand not too long ago.
Yeah, just yesterday morning, an unknown person deliberately ran into two police officers. Unfortunately, one female died. The other male is in hospital. So seeing this happen here today was quite eerie and really, really sad. And I feel sorry for the police officers here that have to carry on working, knowing two of their officers have been killed as well. Yeah, it's a bit eerie and scary.
Yeah, those two officers, I believe, are recovering. So fortunately, I think that I think they're going to be okay. But you're also a member of New Zealand Police as well. So this really hits close to home for you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and sort of being away from home, what's happened there, and then waking up to this today is really sad.
Yeah, because you go halfway across the world to avoid something like that, but you can't avoid it. And so it seems like it's everywhere. You just can't avoid evil and terrorism. But Tina, tell me, you guys were here yesterday when this happened, not exactly at the scene, but in the French Quarter area, and you were planning to go to the Sugar Bowl tonight. So tomorrow, it's postponed to tomorrow. What are your feelings about possibly going tomorrow? You have anxiety about that?
Well, we're not sure. I mean, we'd love to go because that's why we came to New Orleans, to experience New Orleans and to experience, what is there to do in New Orleans as a tourist. And that was one of the really big tourist things we were looking forward to doing. But the more we talk to people, we're not sure, but we haven't decided yet. It is really hard to decide.
One of the interesting things that you also said was that you spoke to some officers both last night and today, and they even told you that if they were you right now, they wouldn't be walking around this portion of downtown and the French Quarter of New Orleans.
That was correct. One of the police officers just down one of the streets where we've just walked up, he said if I was you, I wouldn't be walking around here.
Yeah. What does that make you feel?
Quite nervy, because we would think with all of the police presence and how it's all taped off that we would be safe walking on this side, but it does make you think. Yeah, and it does make us rethink everything that we wanted to experience while we were here for our 4 days.
Well, that's why I stopped you and said we want you to know we love tourists, we love you visitors coming to New Orleans. What were your thoughts about New Orleans before you came here, and what are your thoughts now?
We're excited to come. We were told there's certain areas not to go, and we stayed where we were told to be safe. Bourbon Street.
Someone told you Bourbon Street would be safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Randy told you magazine, so your next stop is magazines.
So we're going to really think about where we're going to go over the next few days and be aware of our surroundings, which I normally do anyway. But some things are out of your control.
Well, the governor said today during his press conference that it'll be safer now. It's safer now because you have officials and investigators out here. Do you feel much safer, and is that why I caught you walking down Canal Street?
Oh, yeah. I've never seen so many police in my life, so I feel pretty safe now.
And Nikki, you even said that you walked into the 8th District Police Station over there just to stop in and just, give them, your condolences and just, giving your well wishes. Because, again, this is really hard. They witnessed a lot. And people and you know this too as a police officer, when you have to process these scenes, it is really difficult. And this was not a good sight.
No,
this cuts you to the core, and this is something that I think that people are going to have punctuated with them for quite a while.
That's when we walked in and they were all sort of sitting around watching the press conference, and you can see they were very quiet, shocked and numb. And, I've experienced that back home, when things have happened to our officers. And, I just want to pass my condolences and,
And another thing is we've had a lot of messages from home because it is worldwide. And so everyone's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Because they just sort of see New Orleans, terrorist, and everyone just thinks the word. So it's really sad. Like Nikki's elderly mum, she rang her straight away just to let her know we were okay. So it does really affect a lot of people in a lot of ways.
Well, they've had a lot of people who have been reaching out. I know we had one missing British national who was here earlier this morning, and they were still trying to find him. People were checking the pings on their loved ones' phones to see when they were last detected. So it's definitely still a very uneasy sight because there's so many families that still haven't been reconnected yet.
It's so sad, really sad. Yeah.
One thing is on Facebook they have put up a
We are safe.
We are safe in New Orleans, and that's quite a good thing to put up so everybody can check that.
A lot of people appreciated us putting that up, that we were safe. Yeah, that was quite good.
And this goes without saying, but obviously it affects tourism and economy. How do you think this will affect, tourism all across, not only in New Orleans, but because of events like this and evil and sheer terror, how do you think it affects tourism across the world and the nation?
I think initially it would be tough, but over time you sort of get back to your normal. But I think people will be a bit more aware. But I think I heard you say before, we've got to stay strong and stay together, and we, can't let these people win. We have to keep getting on with life and doing the best we can.
Yeah, you kind of say that, and you're looking around here, you hear the music playing, you see people, going in and out of shops. So I think some normalcy over here, but again, so many investigators still going up and down Bourbon Street right now, just piecing together every little thing to this investigation. There's so many different layers, so many different facets to this, between the explosive devices, between the truck that was used, between the other location in which police believe that he could have been actually putting together these explosive devices that he possibly could have used to make this even worse.
Oh, the investigation would be mind-blowing. I mean, to say it's only going to take a couple of days to process this is unbelievable. So
Right.
there's a lot of people involved in that sort of investigation.
And you understand because you're in law enforcement there in New Zealand. So just looking at this, I mean, you think it's going to be a long time before anything is solved. They think there's another possible suspect out there as well.
Yeah, that's a bit scary. Yeah, that's a bit scary. But, we have faith and trust in the investigators. They do a great job. I know New Zealand, we have the best. Plug for them. But yeah. They're good at what they do.
We appreciate your time, you being
Yeah.
here.
Thank you.
We kind of gave them some advice, maybe going down Magazine Street and, experiencing some of that. But as this investigation continues to unfold here along the foot of Canal and Bourbon Street, again, you can kind of still see behind us with a lot of those investigators still trying to clear the scene. But it is probably going to take another 2 days, according to local
And
leaders.
tourists like Nikki and Tina here from halfway across the globe, standing in solidarity with us, understanding what we're going through. So we appreciate you so much and your time, and we do want to tell all the tourists, we do love tourists and visitors, so welcome to New Orleans. Unfortunately, under these circumstances, but a happy, blessed New Year to you guys, and thank you. And if you do go to the Sugar Bowl tomorrow, we wanted to say, please stay safe, stay vigilant and aware, and stay safe. All right,
you
thank
so
you.
much.
We'll toss things back over to Gina and